Alright, just before we jump into this video, a really quick one. HoonTV is pretty close to 55,000 subscribers, which is really awesome, and because our friends at Bendix have been around since 1955, sounds kind of similar, so they've given some of these really cool, pun intended, eskies, and we're going to be giving them away. So all you have to do is, if you're already a subscriber, then you're awesome. If you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe to the channel, no pressure, then hit subscribe and hit the little notification bell. And then all you have to do to enter the competition is to write subscribed in the comments below. Then in the next video, what we'll do is we'll go through the list, put all the names in the hat, pick out the winners, contact them, get their addresses and post them out.
HoonTV!
Today we have just received the VH Commodore that we're building back from the guys at Advanced Headers. They have graciously made up an exhaust system to suit the awesome Group C side pipe that we've got. They've done a lovely sort of 2.5, 3 inch set of pipes, or a set of from the bottom of the extractors through to the pipe up over the crossmember, back to how they were done in the day. Really, really nice job. The car sounds freaking amazing. It's really cool. So from here, as you can see as well, we've just started some of the livery for the event over in Winton that we're supposed to be doing. Hopefully it still goes ahead. The car has progressed a long way, not that it looks it at the moment, it looks terrible again. The body kit and panels that are missing are out at 3R Technic, having all the paint done on those at the moment. So we're hopefully having those back over the next couple of days, if not early next week, where we can then start the assembly. The list of jobs has drastically reduced, however there's still a lot of little bits and pieces to follow up on. So we've got 3 weeks up our sleeve at the moment to get the car finished, so we're on track to have it all done and having a cool looking car for Winton. Then we've got the Bend Classic coming up a month after that, and then towards the end of the year the car will be completely stripped and then painted in its new livery that we're planning on doing, which represents a whole heap of South Australian businesses from back in 1983, which is it's just a really cool South Australian based Group C car.
And tell me about what's behind me.
So a car that we've been working on for another local guy. This belongs to a guy by the name of Larry Kavanagh here in Adelaide. This car we're also prepping to get ready for Winton as well. We've just done a lot of little bits, finishing stuff off, things like upgrading the brake pads, fixed the accelerator linkage issue, just front to back the car, had a power steering rack leak, replaced that, and just basically spanner checked it to make sure that it's all ready to rock and roll. So this car is an original HDT mock-up car. So back in the days you had your race cars that were all done and dusted, essentially the same as this. Then there was always a mock-up car, so it was a sticker car designed to replicate the real race cars in just about every aspect. So that's what this car here was. It was the promotional car for HCT back in the day. Larry's done a lot of homework into the car, figuring out its heritage and paint schemes and all of that. It's got a lot of photos and registration forms and HCT build sheets, and he's tracked down pretty well all of its history. So it's a really cool, iconic car that, it's just awesome to work on. So this is a 308, a manual and standard Salisbury diff that these things ran. A few little upgrades, bigger brakes on the front, standard on the rear still. But he's done a really good job of representing how the car was back in the early 80s through to 84, 85.
You mentioned sticker car, but tell me about the actual graphics on them.
So they were actually not stickers, but they were actually all hand-painted liveries. And Larry himself spent a lot of time researching. And he got Wayne King from KSG Signs over in, I think it's Melbourne actually, who was the original guy that did all the HCT liveries back in the day. So he flew him over, and actually all the signage on this car is all hand done as well. So obviously the red and the white sprayed, but all of the rest of it is all hand painted. It's absolute credit to it. It's bloody beautiful. Interior in the car is as it would have been in the day. steering wheel's correct for the period, the roll cage, all that sort of stuff. Even gone down to the extent of getting the original Youngblood style wheels for the car, which again is what the thing ran. Everything. It's just a, yeah, it's a great thing to be working on alongside of, you know, the car that we're building. We've learned a lot of little bits and pieces from this car to try and help get our car closer to, you know, as they were back in the day. You know, we've got at Winton, I think there's 22 or 24 Group C and Group A tribute cars that should be there. So there's going to be a really good variety of cars that will be at the event. A lot of the Commodores, a few of the Falcons as well, and then also into the Group A categories where more Commodores and more Falcons as well. So there'll be a good range, good cross-reference range from that period that we all sort of grew up on. And yeah, there'll be a lot of really cool cars, and it should be a really good sight to see, I'm hoping.
Nice, cool.